Hey, what's going on, guys? Steve Raw here with the Bass Hang, and I'm bringing you a review of actually a couple of very unique instruments. The instruments are brought to you by Tensor Basses, T-E-N-S-O-R. This is the 4-string version, and I'm going to plug in and play the 5-string version also. It's just kind of chilling out over here right now. So they are constructed of a chambered body. So this body right here, basically it looks like a clamshell. I'll fly in some pictures. And it's two sides that are hollow, and they actually have room for what's called the force balance neck adjustment system. And then they are put together. So this bass is actually hollow inside. So it is a chambered body, and you have a maple fretboard and a maple neck. And the unique thing about the neck is that it is different in shape. Picture, excuse me, picture an airplane wing. So where it's thinner on one side and thicker on the other. So basically it is thinner on the low end where the B, or where the E, the B, E, and the A strings are. And then at the treble side, it's a little thicker. So you can feel it. It's a very comfortable neck. It is a two-piece, so it does have a fretboard, you know, a fingerboard on top. So it also has a 0 fret right here, 0 fret with a nut, kind of an aluminum nut, and all Hipshot ultralight tuners. It is a very unique body style. So, and I should say this too, that the 4-string and the 5-string bodies are exactly the same size. So what Tensor does is they just increase the neck pocket and the nut width a little bit. So basically some specs. Let me give you specs, guys. So the 4-string is standard 19 millimeter 3/4 spacing at the bridge, okay? 1 5/8 inch. So this 1 5/8 right here at the nut. The 5-string 1 3/4 at the nut right here, or not at the nut. I'm sorry, at the 0 fret. That's where I measured it. So 1 3/4 for the 5-string, 1 5/8 for the 4-string. So they're both lightweight basses. The strap button up here is right above the 14th fret. So it does feel like it's a little bit pulled back. And this is actually 34.56 inch scale. So it's a little longer. So when you have the strap on, it doesn't feel that extended, but I think you can still feel a little bit of that longer scale because this is not where the 12th fret is. So literally, usually it would be right here. If your strap button lined up right here, right at 12th fret, it's actually moved back. Plus the 34.5 inch scale length makes it feel a little bit longer. So in those lower frets, if you're staying down there. Before I start playing, I want to talk about my signal path. I'm going out of my bass into the Ventura, the A-Designs Ventura preamp channel strip DI, and then out of that going into my Apogee Duet, and I'm recording straight to Logic. So that's going to be my signal path. Okay guys, so the way that the Alumitone pickups are set up is basically you have a master volume, you have pickup panning, and then you have tone. So that middle knob is going to be panning your pickup and has a center detount, so you feel when both pickups are on. So check it out. This is both pickups. Kind of hard to get up in those high registers, but you still can. So that was both pickups. So now let me play with the front pickup. and then let's go back pickup. Alright guys, so now I have the 5-string Tensor bass, and this one is in a matte finish kind of camouflage finish, and it has a camo kind of pick guard. So actually he makes the pick guards himself. They're epoxied pieces of cloth. So he'll take the cloth and then he actually puts his epoxy on it, and he makes them kind of custom, each one. It's kind of cool. So let me go ahead and play both pickups on. Here's something in the lower register. Alright, so now let's play the front pickup. Alright, and then bridge pickup. Alright, and that was the tone all the way up. So I'll just play a little bit, I don't know, kind of all over the neck. So. The Alumitone pickups have an inherent mid-range. They don't have that big, giant, low-end bottom. They're very mid-rangey and they're mid-forward. So you'll hear that in the recordings, and I actually did a couple of recordings, and you'll hear it that they sound great recorded. It's definitely a more mid-forward tone. So if you dig that, there you go. Those are the Tensor basses. Check them out online, tensorbase.com.